Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are doing layout 4 and we are using the kit garden window that was in our mystery box for Anna Griffin, our March 2026 mystery box. And we are going to do this beautiful page together today. And I'm excited to show you how I put this together. So let's get started. We've almost finished all the pages. We have this layout and then we have a double layout that we're going to do. So these are two of the pages that we had left. So we're going to create a scrapbook page today using these two papers. Now we have used these two papers together in another layout, but we'll make this one a little bit different so that it's still a single page, but it'll complement the album as you flip through your album. So the first thing we need to do is decide which one of these pages is going to be, excuse me, my allergies are really bad. Which one of these pages is going to be, or prints, will be the background or base page, okay? And I think what I would like to do, we have used this green as a base page already, so I want to use the peach as our base. And so we'll cut a design out of the green. Let me get that out of the way and move these over. Put those over there. I did make, I'm getting ahead of myself. I did make a frame from the die that was included in the mystery box. And I'm using rose gold today. And I've used rose gold in this collection already, but it's a different border. This one is like this. It's got a few strings on there. And we're going to incorporate this border underneath the frame. So let's go ahead and gut out the green so that it can frame the peach. And we will go from there. And I'm going to make a 2-inch frame today. I have my paper right side up. And we're just going to go 2 and 10. So what I'm thinking that this border, first we have to get our paper over here. This is our base page. And we don't have to use this entire piece of paper. We can gut that out, but I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to use it as the base page and move on, because with these mystery kits, these are just extra. I don't mind using it. But if you want to save some of the paper, you can certainly cut. Let me see what size that is. You can cut an 8 by 8 square, and it'll leave you some of the border on the outside that you can use on another page. I just don't have another page that I'm planning. I've already designed the double spread, so I won't need it. Here we go. Let's go ahead and let's glue down these borders. All right, let's move this peach colored paper out of the way. You may notice I do use this hot pink. Hot pink and red are my two favorite colors. And in my creative world, this hot pink is my color. You know, one thing I did learn when I was taking design classes and design school, you have to put a color around you that inspires you. And at first I thought, well, okay, I don't know about that. But red is automatically a creative color. But I have always been drawn to this pink, and it's a fuchsia magenta. And so I put that around myself in my creative space, and I do think it makes a difference. Okay, look at that. How pretty is that? Okay. So this, like I said, this will make a really pretty title page. And then you'll have the frame right here. And you can do the frame this way, portrait, or you can do it landscape. So let's attach the base page to the frame. And there we go. Oh, that is so pretty. I just love that. I love this green and peach combination. I have to say it's my favorite. Okay, what I did to save a little bit of time today, I went ahead and I made a cascade. We've gone through how to make these clusters. This is not a cascade, this is a cluster. So, you know, you want to make a cluster that's going to go at the top of your page, and you can put this clip anywhere on the top just to remind yourself of where the top is. And I just think that is going to be so pretty. Let me see how I want to do that. Maybe I think I'll keep it portrait. I like it. I think it's pretty. So let's glue down the frame, and then we can put the cluster on. Then I made a couple of small clusters like this. And again, I've got it taped on the back, and I'm just going to put some glue on it. I'm not even taking the sticky paper off. You don't need to, not unless you want to. Now, this one's going to go right here. And then I made another one, same thing. Ooh, I almost put my glue on the front. And I'm just going to go put my glue on. I did get a new, not a new bottle, but I got some glue. I put some glue in my bottle. So we're good to go. On the last video, my bottle messed up on me. Now I want my flourish to kind of match. There we go. And the flowers are good. And we're going to press that down. How pretty is that? Oh, I love it. Now I picked this this title, Beautiful, out of my stash, and I'm going to put that on the page. Oh, that's my tweezers. Tweezers are not going to help me. They will not help me get this sticky back off, and be careful when you do this, guys. That weeding tool is very sharp. Again, I apologize for my voice. I just have the worst allergies during this time of the year, and I can tell by my videos that I'm really suffering this season, and I apologize for that. I have an alto voice, but it's really it's really something right now. Okay, how pretty is this? I love it. Now, I did not pick out a journaling tag. I'll do that later. But look at this page. Look how pretty that came out. It didn't take long at all because we already had our clusters put together. Now, I do have some of these little butterflies. I thought I might try to maybe put a butterfly on here. Well, that's kind of cute. We'll put one. I don't want to put a lot on here because these are just like little paper butterflies and they're not fancy. I like little fancy butterflies, but I could make it fancy. Let me see. Let me see. I think I've got some bling in my drawer down here. We might be able to put a little bit of fancy on her. This right here, this is my little bling container. It's not the only one. I have a lot of them. But this is bling. Oh, excuse me. This is bling that I bought on Amazon, of course. And this is used for nail art. But I thought, oh, I like that. I could use that in my craft room. Because they are so pretty on so many things. Let me see. I don't know if I have my pickup tool right here with me. I need to get a new one. In fact, it's kind of seen its day. So what I'm going to do is just put a little glue on the tip of this stylus. I use these little stylus for a lot too. They're just very handy. And I'll find the top of one. Let's just put some glue right there and stick that little thing down. See how cute that is? Love it. Oh, I've got another one on here. Picked up two. Here we go. And if you like detail things, you'll love these little stones. I love them. I use them on so many projects. I even use them on mixed media. They are that good. And they're just super cute. Let's see if I can push a little pink one in there. There we go. Well, I need to put some glue on there first. But you can spend all day decorating with these little things. They make the cutest stuff. I've never done the diamond painting. And I'll tell you why. I know I would love it. I just know I would. but I just do not want to take on one more thing in my craft studio. I just don't. I have enough. I have enough projects. But anyway, I encourage you to purchase these. And I also have them in a bigger size. See? They come in different sizes. And, you know, just on Amazon, just type in nail art rhinestones or craft rhinestones or rhinestones. It'll come up. And they range in price, and I didn't pay a lot for these, but they just add a little something. Now when that dries, that little butterfly is going to be cute. Whereas before, she wasn't so cute. I'm sorry, little butterfly, but you were not blingy for me. I like bling. Okay, look at this, guys. We finished. Oh, layout 4. Layout 4. And we revisited. Oh, wait a minute. We're not finished. I've got to glue down the bottom of my border. I got so busy that I forgot to do that. Okay, so today we made a 2-inch border, and it makes an 8x8 square that you, like I said, you can cut your base paper and you can have that extra the extra border piece left over, but I chose not to do that today. I want to burn this kit. My goal is to show you that you can get a mystery box or any kit, any collection, and you can make some beautiful projects out of it instead of having it sit on your shelf. And thank you for being here with me today and sharing the process of making this layout, our 4th layout. And in our next video, we're going to do the double page layout. But I hope you enjoyed this this video today. We have gone back and we did a 2-inch border. We did a border underneath a border. We did cascades. We did a little butterfly. We added some bling. And I just think it's so pretty. So thank you again for coming by today and doing layout 4 with me. And I look forward to our time together in the next video. And I just hope you have a wonderful day and God bless you.